Donald Trump came to South Florida to convince people that not only is the state still in play in November, that the election is. By all indications, his most emotional fervent supporters believe so. Donald Trump went right after Hillary Clinton tonight. They greet him as conquering hero, the man who vanquished the former Florida governor and a current Florida senator to get here. He celebrated his Florida primary win one last time. Then Donald Trump took a swipe at Hillary Clinton for the just revealed emails between the State Department and Clinton Foundation.
How do you think Hillary would feel if emails were never invented? Would she be happy? That's like a truth serum. Truth serum.
His message remains about the dangers out there in the homeland and in a world living in fear of ISIS. And Trump made sure to call the president Barack Hussein Obama.
You know, they honor President Obama. ISIS is honoring President Obama. He is the founder of ISIS. He's the founder of ISIS, okay? He's the founder. He founded ISIS. And I would say the co-founder would be crooked Hillary Clinton.
As for his widely criticized statement that, quote, Second Amendment people might be able to stop Clinton after she's elected, the one that drew the attention from the Secret Service, Trump brushed the matter off, blaming the media.
I mean, look at the way they covered that story yesterday. Was that disgusting?
He couldn't resist pointing out the appearance of the Pulse nightclub killer's father at a Clinton rally.
And that guy is sitting back there. And of course he likes Hillary.
But the GOP nominee got his own surprise guest, disgraced former Florida Congressman Mark Foley, forced to resign in a scandal over sexual emails and texts to teenage congressional pages. But the race remains about just two people, in whatever way voters want to judge them.
She looks presidential? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I look presidential, to be honest with you.
So Trump will be back in Florida, as will Hillary Clinton. The most recent Quinnipiac poll shows this state is still up for grabs. That may mean the White House is still up for grabs. In Sunrise, Tom McDermott, WPBF 25 News.